The little children are all of our futures. If the minds of little children are bent at such an early age, are they ever going to reach their full development? Kulti, you might come in on that, because it is what porn does to children. First of all, it terrifies them.
Slowly. The brain isn't fully developed until the age of 25. Mm-hmm. If it's progressing normally, appropriately. So the child's brain, the prefrontal, and it progresses from back to front, and the prefrontal cortex is where we make moral decisions. It's where our willpower lies. It's where we make, we're able to, to process a lot of information. That part, for a child to be able to watch porn, process it, and make moral judgment, it's not possible. So I think giving them unrestricted access, we're asking them to do something that they don't know how. It needs to come from adults. The other part of your question, so can brains, and the thing is, so if that development is, watching porn is like seeing something that's shocking for a child. If they stumble upon it, it will be shocking. Perhaps they'll see some pleasure to it, but there's a part of them that inherently knows that there's something wrong with this. And therefore, that part there creates this conflict within them. So in a way, it can create a trauma. And I'm always saying that trauma is something that we actually need to redefine. People think of it as having to be this, these shocking events. But when I work with people, we find it's things that a lot of society can just dismiss and say, just get over it. I was listening to Father, you talking about silence. And in a way, this is, I think, how part of this silence, kids are almost being told, I'm supposed to be okay with porn. That acceptability, porn is okay, so I should get over this. So it's creating more an inability, and frankly, at that age, they don't have the language to process what did I just see. They need adults to step in. So we've got all of these factors. The thing is, as well as that, we do not have longitudinal studies that are able to take this pocket of children that have been exposed at a young age and see what happens over time. We've got the beginnings of longitudinal studies, but we don't have long-term. So what we are seeing is some inkling that children's brains are getting stunted, and how do we get that brain growth back over time?